all of that. Well, the change that led to today's development was the release of the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency report into the accusations against Armstrong. The report included affidavits from 11 former teammates. They not only accused Armstrong of using performance-enhancing drugs, they accused him of encouraging his teammates to do so as well. The report also claims that Armstrong tried to intimidate some of his former teammates to keep them from cooperating with investigators. One thing fans and critics alike are struggling with now is how to separate the Lance Armstrong controversy from his efforts in cancer research. Our Chris Sadeghi spoke to a cancer survivor who received help from the Livestrong Foundation about what Armstrong's resignation could mean for cancer patients. Chris?
Well, Leslie, controversy aside, Livestrong is one of the premier foundations in the country when it comes to helping cancer patients. And one cancer survivor says people may not realize just how separated Armstrong's cycling career and his foundation truly are. A tumor was found in Scott Maitland's intestine earlier this year. He had no insurance and no idea how to deal with the cancer, but then he went to Livestrong and they helped him finance his surgery and also provided him some counseling. He says from his time at Livestrong, he very seldom came across any mentions of Armstrong or his cycling career. Even the Livestrong bracelet on his wrist means something much bigger than cycling.
It doesn't say Lance's name anywhere on it. And when you walk in the building, I believe there's one quote from Lance Armstrong, but everything else is about people who survive cancer or who have cancer.
And Maitland says he is disappointed that Armstrong is stepping down, but he respects the fact that he is putting Livestrong first. I asked Maitland, what does the name Lance Armstrong mean to him? And he told me that Lance Armstrong is a great philanthropist. We're live in South Austin. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
Thanks, Chris. And we have more details about today's development with Lance Armstrong and Livestrong online right now on the very front page of KXAN.com. You can find a link to some more information about Nike's decision to drop Armstrong as a spokesman. And then also we have a photo gallery that takes you inside the Livestrong Cancer Center.